dear. I was going to make a video too, and I'm just so disappointed.
I'll be right back. I need to pick up my sister.
Right.
Oh yeah, so Mitcher's rate of fire is fucked on the dev server. It shows correctly on the crew screen, but it fires at the same rate as like a in game. It fires at the same rate as a 5-inch 38.
Why would you want an A7E?
Don't know.
I just don't like this. There isn't a reason why you'd have one other than those 6 bloody loadout. It's got the fuel probe on the side. Is that literally the only difference between the two? They update
You
some
mean
of
like
these.
physical difference?
Yeah.
Uh,
Or was it like a bunch of...
Yeah, externally, yeah.
no, because
probably.
in terms of stuff you'll actually notice, yeah, because the A7E is literally an A7D modified for carrier operations.
I thought it already was a carrier-based aircraft.
The A7A through A7C were U.S. Navy. The A7D was specifically for the USAF, which is when they replaced. It used to have Colts. It had Colt 20 mm cannons, and then they replaced the Colts with an M61, and then they made the A7D for the U.S. Air Force, and then the Navy was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," and then they changed it back into a naval aircraft, the A7E.
I'm just sort of like, what the fuck? Okay, let's go through the patch notes just briefly.
There's nothing.
Yeah, but I'm streaming, so the people on the internet must know what's going on. We have the biggest changes are not the vehicles themselves. It is actually the economy, and obviously they've changed fleet stuff again. Mig-23 Mld flares and shafts have been changed to larger caliber with increased brightness and shaft dispersion, which means what? They've done the same. So you were talking about that before, Didasco.
Yeah. Oh, the flares?
Yeah, the increased flare size or whatever it was.
Basically, it just means the flare is more intense, and it'll, like, attract missiles better. That's about it.
Okay, the GBU-38 JDAM guided bombs have been added for the Phantom. Specifically, the Japanese ones. So, let's go have a look. Now it's not fully modified. So, we've got the GBU-38 JDAM guided bombs. Fantastic. Let's go put that in a crew slot. I want to... Why is it not? Choose crew. 3 AM stream, early start. Yeah, shut up. It's dev server time. They haven't even corrected the camouflage yet. It's not even correct. Modifications. There it is, 620. I've got 60,000. I can spare some, but... Oh, no. So how do these guided bombs work? Do they have like a special sensor on the top, or is there a guided pod anywhere? What are we looking at?
Air GPS guided.
Is that it? Literally it?
Yep.
So they're just a GPS guided bomb. Well, that's kind of shite. Now, how do you control these? Do I have to go into a setting and do something, or...
There's like that designate point on the ground
Do you know how to
thing.
use CCRP?
You know how long it's been since I've used that?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Well,
do you
that's how
really
you
think I've
use
played top tier? No, I've been playing nothing but tanks the last month.
Yeah, so that's how you use them. You have to use CCRP. You designate a point, and then they'll land on that point.
Okay.
What I wanted to see for Japan for guided bombs was in the files last time. The GCS-1 IR bombs, which are native to Japan, but no, we get JDAMs.
Of course, we get JDAMs.
I think those are. Also
is that a new? Is that a new sound? Have they buggered with the sounds again?
What sound?
There's now the spool up sound for the 163 or whatever it is.
The M61.
Yes. They have definitely fucked with the sounds again. They can't help themselves with sound design, can they?
That sounds like the current patch. Yeah, that sounds like the current patch.
No bombs? What do you mean, no bombs? Oh, missile seeker on. Okay. Can I get this down? Open ring. Don't do anything? Nope, didn't even drop. Fuck these things. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered showing you the testing to do things. I will tell you what though, it's just this patch is incredibly disappointing. If you're expecting anything fancy and you're like, oh cool, that's fantastic, no. We have 5 aircraft, 1 World War II aircraft, one of which is also a premium. So starting off, we did have a look briefly at the A7E. So this is basically development, and it is a carrier-borne vehicle. I would do a video, and I was going to do a video, but I just can't be bothered. I really can't be fucked. Hello, Janks. Right, the Boomerang's got a model update. Can you take a look at those as well? I will in a minute. Yeah. The only difference is you get these Wallies, these AIM-9Gs, and this is broken at the moment. There should be an extra set of modules here. I don't know. For some reason it's broken. AIM-9Ds and AIM-9Gs, but you've also got like this weird module thing. And these are the TV guided bombs. So that's the only difference between this and the A7. So why would you get an A7 over the already existing D model than the E? Well, it's got a fuel probe. It'll have the proper landing gear assembly. There isn't really much else. Can you play the new South African SPA, please? Yeah, at one point. So that's really the A7E. 390,000 research at the current time. 10.3 battle rating. It's got an M61. Has everything exactly the same as the previous A7, except it's a carrier-borne aircraft and sits directly below that at 10.7. Germany gets nothing aside from a premium Mig-21 SPSK. So essentially, this is Germany's own variant of the export version of the PFM. They decided to tinker with this one and they gave it a unique name. Aside from that, it's exactly the same as the PFM. There are slight differences. In fact, well, you know, it's quite even visually different. There isn't really that much else. I don't know a lot about these kind of things, but it's still pretty shit. a premium MiG-21. You're gonna fuck over Matchmaker. Good job. Good job. I mean, they didn't have a rank 6, so, you know, here's rank 6 to rank 7, so I don't even know. I mean, it gets R3Ss and shit too, by the way. Legitimately, if you have the PFM, you've got a better aircraft. Except this one gets 4 R3Rs as well. And these aren't even the IRs. The rear aspect, everything, they're kind of just shit. This is really, really shit. So we go over to have a look at the PFM, and objectively the PFM is better. It's not 9.3, not a battle rating of 9.7. So good luck. This thing's 9.7, everyone. I hope you love playing stuff like the Sagittario, which is, you know, 9.0, because you'll probably end up by seeing this aircraft quite a lot. But yes. Love the dose of reality. Listen, Jank, sometimes you gotta be real. What other differences were there with the MiG-21 SPS compared to the PFM?
In terms of War Thunder, the only differences are going to be the missiles. So the SPS can have 4 R3Ss or R3Rs, whereas the PFM can only have 2 R3Ss, or it can have AGMs, which the SPS doesn't get.
And that's kind of this is almost like a pay-to-win feature, almost. or you know, less missiles on a collector vehicle, and then you shove more missiles on a premium. Easy, $70. Boom, done.
Yep.
Ah, that irritates me. That irritates me. Alright, Russia, what else? They didn't really get anything, did they? Aside from the flare changes. Aircraft-wise, they're basically done. Let me go have a look. Great Britain gets a Boomerang updated flight model. But, yeah, no. I'm just like... I don't like the Boomerang flight model. Not flight model, the look of the Boomerang. What the fuck is this? Someone's like an armored bobcat or tractor or something? Truck. Snow Runner in War Thunder when? Dude, that's so cool. I still don't have my rewards yet. Modifications, what do we got? M554, 57mm penetration, 6001, what's this one? 57, 57mm of penetration. What's the default belt? 57, okay. Let's go for a test drive in the stock configuration and I'll show you how bad this thing is. Ah, the Boomerang, a return favourite. Ha 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 ha. Mate, this sounds like a V8 supercar. Hold on, let me turn the game sound up. Wait for the aircraft to fly over. Sorry for deafening your ears. It's like a bobcat. Oh dear. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of a hindrance. This guy just sitting on the bench going, "Yo, sup?" Wait, can we do a War Thunder Dakar rally in these things now? Because that's what I want to do. That's not even fast. I don't know why people were comparing this to an R3. It literally sounds like a 4-cylinder V8. Which doesn't make sense. That game sound is so weird. Engine at the front, a dual transmission in the back there, ammunition on the back of the bed there. Like, what's the point? The very high... Well, welcome to the Dakar Rally today on stage 3. How good is it at actually shooting down aircraft, though? If I can aim properly. Nope. Alright. Again, this thing is very quirky. Getting your positioning right is a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh great, you're out of ammo. So it only has 75 rounds. It only has 75 rounds. At least give me a hit. Oh well. What a stupid little vehicle. Actually, I don't even want to leave the vehicle. I just want to return to hangar. What is possibly the most disappointing thing you've seen this patch, Arnett?
I mean, and just disappointing for me, it's probably the. I don't know. It's sort of the whole patch.
The whole patch,
the
yeah.
The thing that makes me mad is that change to boosters and wagers and orders.
So, if you don't know, they have decided to do a change. So if we scroll down on the patch notes, there is the economy change. Now, they've already fucked with naval models again, if that's not bad enough as is. But this. So, economy and research, all new obtained universal backup vehicles, orders and wages will now have a validation time to be activated and an expiration date for all orders. All relevant data added to their description. Attention, all previous obtained universal backup vehicles and orders and wages to be used within a lengthy period of time is now stated in their description. So if you have a vehicle backup, say I go into the modifications here and I want to activate a backup, that's fine. These things are normally like, you get these in boxes, whatever. But those ones that you have, and where is it, in the inventory, these universal backups, where the hell are these? These will now have timestamp and, like, I guess a time limit before they run out, so the country-dependent ones, also the pack-based ones. These ones here, the universal backup, rank 1 to 6. Again, these will soon eventually have a backup timer on them, whatever you want to call it. Which is ridiculous, I think. Also, you notice there is timers now on your wages. See how it says here? 108 days and 136 days on the golden wages. Those people who've collected thousands and thousands and thousands of these little like things. I know someone who's got like 300 different variants of Destroy 10 Units wager and Thunder and all sorts of other things. You've now got a timer on these bastards now. So that's fun. Also, Avengers now got timers, so you're forced to use them now. So they've just gone, oh, let's copy the booster thing over to the universal backups, which kind of sucks, honestly. That's a real blow to those of us who want to have a universal backup for any nation, right?
9 months already?
Eli, we're about to have a baby. I can see you in that chat. It's so dumb. Yeah. So War Thunder takes 2 steps forward and trip and fall down to the bottom of the stairs. Like usual, Kieran. Like usual. Now, I'd make a video on this. In fact, I'll probably just upload the VOD at this rate. But I'm just miffed. Like, not only that, they've also adjusted the wages and reduced the silver lions earning you can get in some of those wages. So not only have they doubled up, they put a timer on top of a nerfed thing. Mission Maker, and the number of stages have been changed 10 to 3, and has been changed to, you know, a maximum reward has been 400,000 silver lions instead of 500. Like, what the fuck? I'm so confused. Like, why would you bother? This stuff is useless anyway. Maybe they're trying to get people to move or use the items more. But the thing is, I know people who grind these things all the time. Like, if you're a free-to-play player, there's nothing better than getting, you know, kill 10 ground units or destroy the most amount of vehicles in a match because you get a bit of extra silver. These are objectives for you to actually try and do good, right? 108 days, valid for 108 days. Alright, we're going to have a look at the boomerang, not flight models, but these. I'm going to show you the Mark II first. They have completely and utterly fucked my darlings. These are so I'm baffled. This is not, I mean, okay. Well, let's take a moment to, you know, think about it first. The skin itself isn't bad. Like, it's a higher detail. There are more polys. It looks nice and clean. The line's nice and clean. It looks, you know, comparatively better to what it did previously. However, there are glaring mistakes, and I do not like this. One, if you're going to update the skin and you're going to remove the old green, at least make the camouflage at least the same as what the official documentation for the Royal Australian Air Force was. 2, the white is off. 3, the brown is not actually this colour brown. It's actually supposed to be slightly darker. 2, the guns were never really painted white. They were always left in a black shade. The leading wing edge is fine. The plastic covers or the little tarpaulin, the covers that go over the guns, that is fine. But there should be like noticeable other changes, right? There's nice bit of dirt and everything on the back. They still have not removed the civilian registration from the fucking aircraft. VHMHR is Susie Q, is an aircraft I've worked on as part of my apprenticeship. That shouldn't be there. This text down here near the tail wheel, that also shouldn't be there. This military number should be in a different colour completely, should be in pure white, and the squadron markings are off as well. KQE doesn't actually exist, it's not an aircraft. The CAC logo is too blurry on the back there, the Commonwealth Aircraft Corporation. Do I need to go on? Like, this doesn't look like a boomerang. This kind of looks like a weird, wacky prototype you'd find in Britain, right? I mean, to be fair, it is a British aircraft in technicality. The porcupine exhaust looks good, but really, instead of just updating one of the visual models and keeping one historical skin, or a slightly looking historical skin, you've gone and basically given the same aircraft exactly the same camouflage as before. The only difference is you've given it, oh, what's this? You've just removed the leading edge on white. You guys know my boomerang camouflage, right? The thing that I have on the just starting screen, right? Where is it? No, it's not. That one in the bottom corner. That's a historical camouflage. Right, on my AFK, up the very top, when it rotates between the AHS. That is a historical camouflage. In fact, I'll bring the image up for you. Give me a moment, I've got to go find it. But it... I did a bunch of research on the things. Right. And this just... This just doesn't make any sense. Like, that is more accurate, and it's a fucking drawing. Like, don't get me started. It should be a leading wing tip from the gun port over here, right? Where have you got it? You haven't got it to there. This one, oh, let's just paint the whole entire front section white. They didn't do that. They stopped before the landing gear struck because that way the crews knew where to step, right? It says no step on it. It shouldn't be white because then the crews would step on it, you see? This tail section's completely, utterly off, right? It should be like this, right? The military number, it should be at the back like that. And there should be a squadron marking on the front or a decal on the front here. Do not get me started. It's too late. I've gone on a rant already. There are other variants of boomerang and stuff as well, but I know it's a minor change, but it's a fuck you kind of change. And they're claiming this as a feature, by the way, because there's only 4 other aircraft technically. A7E, the Mig-21. By the way, it's premium, and a Chinese thing, which is basically the same vehicle as the predecessor. So this is the predecessor, right? The V11, which is technically an export vehicle from America, right? Okay, that's already in game. We'll just give it a bigger engine and give it some more guns, and you basically get this, right? Slightly wider fuselage, undergunner and a top gunner. This is, by the way, this is the only low-tier vehicle that is in the game. In this patch. We don't know if anything else is coming. You know, aside from your Weasel or maybe the South African thing, this is the only low-tier vehicle of the patch.
Yeah, there's technically a couple of naval things that are low tier, but...
Do we care about naval? Fuck off!
What is neighbor?
What is naval? Yeah.
Also, there are actually a few more aircraft coming this patch, most likely, that were found in the files that just weren't ready for this dev server. There was there's the much hyped Jaguar Gr1a, German Mig-21 bis, and the Mig-23 Mld.
If you're curious, you want to see what that looks like, there you go. There's confirmation on screen right now.
Mm.
So the Mig-28 NM. Oof.
Yeah, that they mentioned in their big missile rework thing that they were adding a new MiG-28.
What is the Mig-23 Mld though? That's
the ultimate production MiG-23.
Ultimate production MiG-23.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a real pulse operator?
I don't know about that. It's supposed to have a lighter airframe, much stronger wings, but that doesn't matter as much because Gaijin buffed the MiG-23M's wings a lot to make it actually playable.
It gets the MiG-27M countermeasure thingies on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it for aircraft, right? Aside from maybe your TAC version of the Viggen, which really in itself is just an attack version of the Viggen. There's nothing to write home about, aside from all the pods are on the outside. Didasco said that the flares go on the outside as well. They replaced the gun pods or missiles or something along those lines.
Yeah, I believe they've replaced the gun pods.
I don't have the vehicle. It's 10.7. You know, it might be a Viggen that's not the fighter variant, but it still gets the jet fighter designation as well. Like, just 390,000 for another copy-paste vehicle. What was it? Someone in my War Thunder chat said it was unique. The only thing unique of this patch was 6 vehicles, and the rest are some versions of already existing frames that are in game. Plus, we don't have everything yet either, so it's a bit like fuck you in a way. But that's it for aircraft. You guys like aircraft, right? That's it. How long have we been streaming? 24 minutes. That covers it. We're done. Disappointed with the camera. Was hoping for something after that trailer. Really? Justice for Boomy. Yes, I like aircraft. Yeah, who doesn't like aircraft? I like it more than I do tanks, but I'm playing tanks more often nowadays. Alright, ground vehicles. We've got Weasel 1 and 2, and then we've got the Ocelot version. Great Britain. We already had a look at the what? How do you pronounce this bastard? Yetzvalat, Yetzvark,
Yestervark or something like that.
Truck. Just call it truck. Get same belts, nothing too overpowered.
Hey Ash, how are you?
Okay, mate. Doing alright. It's a tractor. It is a tractor. Porcupine. Is that the South African porcupine? I don't know. It's got this like
I think it is.
got this boxy open engine here. So go have a look at the X-ray real quick. I want to see what it's a 110 horsepower engine. Doesn't even specify what. Transmission, pretty substantial. Ammunition. The guy that goes here that has the driver. Look, you don't even have to shoot this thing, okay? If you see one of these things in the wild, let me tell you what to do. Machine gun. You don't even have to do that. Alright, the other thing, modifications, there isn't really much to talk about. We already had a look at this thing. M601, 57mm penetration, 57. HE, you know, all the basically same as Britain, really. 75 rounds per clip thing, though, so there's that big box on the back. The gunner gets up and switches them and stuff like that. It's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty basic. But yes, that's it. That is it. There's no new aircraft for Britain yet. There's no modifications as of yet. Obviously, first dev server. No other vehicles. This is probably the lowest tier vehicle, battle rating 4.3, and it's trash. It's nowhere near an you know, an R3. Everyone was going on about how this thing would be an R3. Listen, guys, you're pathetic. You think this is going to be an R3? It's literally a fucking truck. There are more exciting things out there.
The Type 93 missile got a proxy fuse, so I'm happy.
Well, I don't even have the Type 93, so you know, I'm glad. But don't forget, guys. France, because we kicked up such a stink, because you know there's two premium event vehicles, specifically the one that was most produced, Battle Pass, and obviously the other event vehicle, which where is it? EBR 1963, and then there's this version as well. Well, guess what? We now have one in the tech tree that is worse than both the premium event vehicles. The 1951. Here we are. 26,000 research, rank 3, battle rating 4.3. So it's a 75, although it does get access to, what did Mike say on the bloody stream? It does get access to M61. That's it. So, finally, we have an EBR in the tech tree, where they should have been in the fucking first place. What else is there? We have the ZLT-11, which I'm pretty sure the designation on is wrong, by the way. Where is it? There it is, 9.3. This thing's 9.3. This is one of the vehicles that was spotted in the 2.7 data mine leak. Everyone's known about this one for some time. Why are they calling it a ZLT? It's like, hello, yes, I'd like a bacon and a zinger burger from KFC or something like that. I'd like a ZLT burger, please, you know? That's what I'm thinking of when I see this. Yeah, I don't really have to spend too much time on a 105mm gun. Modifications, you get heat, APDS. You've got the high explosive variable time fuse shell for some reason. And then you've got the ATGM tandem. So, what, 2-stage charge or something? 750mm penetration? Yeah. And there's also the 105mm APFSDS. Tanks. Oh, by the way, does it get night vision? Does it get thermals? It doesn't look like it's laser rangefinder. What was the other vehicle that was running around killing King Tigers that everyone was talking about? Italy. On John's stream earlier, there was a vehicle that he showed off that had thermals at 7.0.
That would have been the first Weasel.
That would have been the Weasels. Where are the Weasels? Okay, here they are. Ocelot is 9.0. I can't research it.
Aircraft brakes.
Weasel 1A4. Look at that.
At least on the Phantom, it feels like they changed brakes.
Zinger lettuce tomato. Exactly. This is Zaken lettuce tomato. That's cute. It is cute. 2-man crew. one behind the other. Look, this thing is not going to survive a hit. It's a glass cannon. And it's not even a cannon, it's just... Are you ready for Type 93 memes? Ready? Fast little bugger with Bert. I don't think it's even going to be that fast. So let's go for a test drive, because I don't quite have access to it yet. It is an autocannon. It's a 20mm autocannon.
It does get APDS. And, like, it's 7.0, and I would actually put the R3
God.
at, like, 6.3, so those feel like appropriate upgrades.
This thing is nimble-ish. See. Oh look, there's a tank. You know, kind of thing. Don't turn too suddenly. It was pushing itself in the mud. So can it cross the trench? It almost looks like it's got hydro suspension as well, but that's just suspension torsion bars. Is this going to sink when we go into the river? Let's go have a look. Bounce. It's quite cumbersome. Yep. Welcome to the U-boat service in 1953. Looks like it hull break itself. It probably would. It's got driver's mirrors that actually work, by the way. They're a little bit clunky, but... So we're gonna drown when we cross this bridge. I think we might. Nope. Oh. This is almost like the modern equivalent of something that they take to Stalingrad in the winter, right? Look at the size difference. That's crazy. The ITP-1 is already a small vehicle. Ah. You guys hear they got the JDAM? Japan does get a JDAM, yes. Oh no, I'm attacking things. It's not quite Type 87 kind of vibe. But that's kind of crazy. What do you think of the Weasel with the 20mm? Come on, back to hangar. No, is it? I said return back to hangar. It's not letting me back to hangar, guys.
Oh yeah, I also had that.
What?
I had to wait like 5 minutes until I got back to hangar.
What? What do you mean? We're trapped, guys. Guardian has enslaved me.
It's a feature.
A feature? Yes, just like update direct shit.
You're now being absorbed into the servers.
Okay, the funny thing is, right? We've already got a nickname for the update, right? It's not update ground. What is it? We call it update groundbreaking. It's update game breaking. They make this easy. Like update direct hit, update. Oh, it's finally returned me to hangar. Update direct shit. What else have we got? Let me have a look at my stickers on the server. We've got Iqua had a stroke. Update hot trash and update dead skies. So so ever since New Power, we've had a nickname, or at least a community nickname, for how bad the patch is, because it's haha funny. In the same regard, it's haha funny. Look at this patch. 7.0, by the way. This thing's going to get absolutely trashed on. 20mm cannon. Alright, where is the other one? Where's the 2A4? I can't see it in my list of vehicles. There's the Ocelot. Where is the bigger one? Did they put it at a log?
1A2. 1A2. It's
I'm
on the right line.
It's on the right line. 1A2,
Bottom.
okay. Yep, got it.
Because it has the toe.
And everyone was going on about how this thing doesn't have something or other, but it's just a regular tow missile, isn't it?
It's TOW 2A that Gaijin hasn't given to the M3 Bradley yet.
Oh,
Even though that
nice.
was in the dev blog.
So an actual advantage, unlike you know, woo. Typical MG3 on the top, recovery shovel, extra barrel at the rear. This thing's got everything you want. Except for the guy that stands at the back. Oh, because it's a turret system. They didn't implement the one that has the guy standing at the back firing the primary weapon. So it's a 3 crew. How the fuck did they squeeze 3 people in here? The gunner, yes. The commander. They must have put small people in there, because these things are tiny, by the way. Like, really tiny.
Nice
Like
missile backrest that'll explode when shot.
Oh, dude. Perfect. I too love detonation from behind. Well, like, where's the Type 10? Where is interesting things? I'm not saying this isn't interesting, but...
The Type 10's not being added because it was being worked on. Then they realized that all the information they had was completely wrong, and so they had to stop work on it, which is why a model exists, but like it's not being added.
So that'll explain why it was in the 2.7 leak, but not actually
Yeah.
implemented into the game. Okay.
Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time.
Well, working on it for a long time and just making up a bunch of numbers hasn't stopped Guardian Entertainment before, has it? Let's be honest here. Remember when the challenges were added? How much of a fiasco that caused? Because the chopper armor? I understand the Type 10 is a lot different, but in saying that, I don't... just whatever. Welcome to the Ocelot. Oh, there is a new protection analysis thing. How do I... No, that's not how it is. Did they turn it... Did they not... Save choice? No? Back, okay. Let's go back. How... Protection analysis. Where's this new thing that they were talking about? Where's the thing where it comes up with all the weak spots of the vehicle? What's that called?
Wouldn't be surprised if
I
it
haven't
didn't make
looked at
it to the dev server.
No, well then why did they make a big fucking hoo-ha of it? It's not X-ray, it's armor.
I felt like it was half the Russian stream was that and the T-72.
Obviously, right. We haven't even
Yeah,
we
okay.
haven't even driven any of those things yet.
They made airplane brakes a lot stronger.
Airplane brakes
least
a
on the
lot
Phantom.
stronger. Okay.
Yeah, like wheel brakes.
where is just a regular aircraft I can just drag it? Where's Japan's
I mean, I
Phantom
did it on
Cruise?
I'm saying on the Phantom. I don't know if other aircraft have it,
Oh, we'll have a look.
but they like actually work like aircraft brakes. Like the front gear actually gets compressed instead of it just sort of sits there.
There's a couple of this just in premium tanks.
This just in
I
premium
saw
tanks.
Steve posted.
Uh-oh.
They're in the Worth Hunter channel.
I will have a look in a second.
Yeah, a French one and a Russian one.
Oh yeah,
I
the
know
brakes,
Russian one
LVT.
people have asked for.
they do compress now. Look at that. Compress. Compress.
Oh, the PT-76 is gonna be hilarious actually, because it's a ZSU-57 gun.
I'm gonna have a look at this
Stay
War Thunder
with
chat. What have you
Estigos.
posted?
I don't know if it's
I
stabilized.
haven't posted them. Look at what just scroll up a little bit in the War Thunder channel. There's a couple of things in there.
What the fuck is that?
It's an LVT.
What in the fuck is that?
It's an
That's
LVT with a Bofors.
that's pretty interesting. Hold on, let me make this
Did
bigger
not
for you
make
guys.
it into the first dev server. This time I will give them. They say every dev stream, oh, there's more to come. We haven't shown it all. This time it appears to actually
It's half
be
the patch.
true. Yeah.
It's
Like,
half the patch that's
normally-
not there.
Normally the dev stream does show 90% of the vehicles, even if they say that. This time it's actually true.
Yeah,
And why open the hype server so early?
because they can, and because, you know, they make content creators make videos on things that nobody's excited for, and then we talk about all the changes, and then they go back over the changes and then do things again. This is more of a game for them to test new stuff, right? It's to see how well they generate the hype. Remember, this dev server will probably be open next weekend as the second set with all of these vehicles that are missing. So this is an LVT 440, which is just a
few of the-
Bofors inside a LVT, of course.
Yeah, there's a few models for the aircraft that we mentioned earlier as well there.
There is this thing, which I think is interesting, the PT-76-57. Right? It looks completely ridiculous, but it's fun. 57 mil? Like, that's fun. Why aren't these in the server yet? They couldn't just wait another couple of, like, hours and stuff like that.
This is a better sprat than Steve proved me wrong.
It's a quirky looking one at that.
I think it's on like a BMD3 hull or something.
Here
like that.
is the British Jaguar, the Gr1a, with what looks to be very interesting stuff. But that that's that. We then also have the helicopter, which was spotted in the data mine a while back, the Mi-28NM, which is an attack version of the helicopter, which Russia does use, but they still prefer the Ka-50. This is more like a close support vehicle. Again, another helicopter. And then, even more interestingly, there is another MiG-21. This time in the form of the SAU variant with the 23 and what looks to be... It almost looks... what's that MiG-21 that's currently existing in Russia?
Biz.
Yeah,
It's just another MiG-21
just like a Biz, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a German BIS.
Yeah, okay, dev server died.
Did it die?
Yeah, mine
Yep.
died.
I'm guessing they found something that was broken, right?
I think it just died.
Well, we'll have a look at some of the other things. What else was there that I've missed? Oh, I think I missed one other thing, wasn't there? There was one other vehicle. No, that was it. That was
Did you
it.
show the Sprata Steel already? The SDM?
Yeah, I showed that vehicle already. What else was there?
Nothing. There's boats, but
But boats. Yeah, exactly.
there's a cockpit model for the Mi-24A. It looks kind of nice.
Oh, this is quite funny. Someone said into this. Let's read this. This is fun. Why can't you guys just leave things alone? Stop screwing with everything every single time. Now backups and wages expire? What is a good reason for this happening? Also, they're changing spawn point numbers again. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention they're changing spawn point numbers again. So you can't tell whether you've been up-tiered or down-tiered. Why can't you just leave things alone? Continually to tweak them doesn't mean good. Correction, just stop. Every time I turn around, you guys are changing stuff. I still haven't learned what spawn point or bracket I'm in when entering tank matches because its spawn numbers change every week. It's just sad. It is sad. It's not wrong, right? Also, the new craters are kind of interesting. Here is a picture from my Discord as well. Someone decided just a crater with that hat. I mean, we haven't even tested that. I presume the server is down. I don't even have any of the vehicles with the dozers. What is a vehicle that I could easily GE to that has a dozer?
AVRE.
I don't.
AVRE Premium.
I can't. I don't own it. You can't just GE the AVRE Premium.
Chieftain Mark III.
Yeah, Chieftain Mark III. has one.
Chieftain Mark III. Let's go. What's
There's really,
Oh,
I think
no,
all the,
serves down.
all
It died.
all the vehicles that I know of that have them is all of the T-72s, all of the T-80s, T-64B, Avery, Chieftain Mark III, Type 74E, and Type 90, the regular one. I believe that's all that has the dozer blade.
I think
right
that's
now.
all of them right now, yeah.
So we've got the Italian Jaguar, which is a premium, the HMS Marlborough, which I believe is some sort of cruisery thing. The MPRK, what's that?
It's a boat.
It's a boat. USS Mitcher. PT-174, because of course, how's that not premium?
It is premium.
Oh, of course it is. Of fucking course it is. Yep, JFK can go kill himself on that PT-174. There you go. Oh, is the server back up? What happened? No? No idea. Where is the Chieftain? The Chieftain's right there. So if we go to the Research tab and go to British Tanks, boost, yes. Wow, Ash. What's wow? It would have saved him. It saves him from dying, wouldn't it? He'd die already. Come on! Work your damn server. Dead on arrival patch? Every patch is dead on arrival, and I hate to say that, that's my opinion. People always go after me for being, oh, you're so negative about War Thunder. This is generally the reason why. You remember what happened when Update New Power came out and everyone was complaining, or the patch before New Power, everyone was complaining about how it was just a premium patch. Right, this is just a non-content patch with stuff that isn't even finished yet. I can't even be bothered making an everything you need to know about update game breaking War Thunder dev server. I can't be bothered. Like, if some other content creator wants to go ahead and do that, fine. Because I want to test internal server error. No answer. They've killed the server. They've actually killed the server.
Did they kill it, or
Someone
did
may
it
have.
just die?
Someone may have just killed it. Again, nothing new for that. Nothing new for helicopters. Just A7E. We've been over the new things and the new vehicles already.
There's not much to talk about this patch.
I wonder why. This is the exact reason why.
Go to bed.
Vortex, fuck you. 1, I've already slept, and 2, I woke up at 2 a.m. Guess when the dev server opened? 3. Fuck you. But thank you very much for the subscription. I just yeah, I love... You know, guys, if you subscribe to me, let's be real here, I'll abuse you. I'm kidding.
Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for subscribing. Go
for
fuck
the
yourself. Yeah. Okay, so these are the JDAMs, or whatever you want to call them. The JDAMs. Here you go, JDAMs on a plane. I'm just happy.
We got JDAMs before the laser guided bombs is amazing.
Wasn't there already laser guided somewhere in the game?
Laser guided, yes. Bombs, not until now. Only the Jaguar gets them.
I love GPS guided
No,
bombs.
the Jaguar doesn't.
Yeah, because it's not even.
You mean
it
the
has
French
French
one.
ones.
It's not even on the
French one
server,
does,
is it?
The British one doesn't.
And then they added JDAMs to this before they added Japan's own native IR guided bombs.
Also, the only JDAM is to this vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's only the 500-pound JDAM.
And it's only for Japan because reasons. So I feel like they go out of their way to troll. It's more minor nations in general, Dozer.
Carry them.
I love how we have the one and only
yeah.
Dozer in chat. You remember him asking for Mirage?
Yes, I don't think there's any other plane in game that can carry JDAMs without like a substantial like upgraded version of it.
Let's have a look. Do we have anything else in here? They're 5-car modifications. Nah. Nah.
There's the man himself in chat.
What do you think a good patch should be? A patch that doesn't continually fuck over every single update by going, oh, here, have some new shiny vehicles. We're going to rely on most of that and a small few subset of, changes. For example, craters and, what do they call them? Death holes. Is that what they call them? The specific terminology for when you build yourself a... Yeah,
shoot me hills.
Shoot me hills,
Or
basically.
Shoot me mounds or something like that.
Compacted, because it's non-compacted dirt, which means the rounds are still going to go through that dirt. So you're basically burying yourself in the middle of the open in a defensive position. I'm waiting for the moment when everyone drives PE8s and we basically build and bury ourselves a mouse at one of the spawn points. Or just bury the cap point. You ever wanted to bury a point because you wanted to? Well, now you've got the option. Right? And it's still, and it's only shallow. They've only done it like very shallow level. They haven't actually done much. It's a very dense thing. If a PE8 bomb landed in a spot, I'm pretty sure the crater would be bigger enough to sink a battleship in.
The crater would actually be deep enough for a lot of things to legitimately not be able to get out of it, I think.
I just think the icing on the cake is, well, we've got 4 aircraft. And they're advertising the boomerang as important change when it's just literally a visual model change. And then there's...
That's all they said.
Yeah, hi sub, you're live to 77 people.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, I also didn't notice that when I joined.
Premium.
Back.
He's at work.
Who's at work?
He's back.
So
Are you at work? Sub, go back to work.
Lunch.
I don't care if you're on lunch. Go back the fuck to work.
Oh, by the way.
By the way,
P8, like the bomb craters aren't a thing on AirRB maps.
why not?
Aw.
That's sad. That they
Well,
usually.
I think it has something to do with like higher terrain detail on tank maps and stuff.
The funnier part to that is every time they change something, it's across the board. So the fact that they haven't added it to air realistic battles is funny.
Well, there's a whole bunch of like specifics about where craters and stuff can show up. Like you can't do terrain deformation to like certain safe areas, quote unquote, on maps.
I wonder if you can't do it on those. There's all those ARB maps now that are just expanded versions of the ground RB maps.
I'm gonna have to restart my game. The server's just crashed on me. Give me a second. We're going to log back in again and hopefully try and see if the server's back up. Oh, no, my game's completely and utterly crashed, and now it's crashing my system even.
Yay.
Hold on, a bunch of content creators.
I haven't tried anything with the new maps. Because there's a bunch of new maps, actually.
What are the new maps?
There's a new naval map. Hold on, I gotta find the list now.
We did show off some of the other of those vehicles.
Jaguar Gr1a. There's a new air map called Bourbon Island.
Which is probably a copy-paste of a thing, let's be real.
Yeah. That has 2 versions, and then there's new missions for Afghanistan and Vietnam, which are enduring confrontation ones.
Fair enough.
Like, I legitimately was going to sit down and start making one of these type videos, you know, where I sit down and do the whole, like, dev server preview shit. But I just couldn't be bothered. I looked at everything and I was like, you know what? It's not really worth it at all.
Do a speed run.
Speed run? This will be the speed run because it's going up on the VOD. I'm just going to upload this. Screw it. There's not much, you know, that can happen. Justin, hello! Hi, Justin. What is your opinion of the patch? Currently, not very. I'm still
access the new maps.
Yeah, we can't even access the bloody server. Nerd. Hi, nerd. No, you're the bigger nerd. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the shitty patch that is broken. It's update game breaking. Yes. Not much to complain. What do you mean, not much to complain? They have fucked with my boomerang. How dare they? Also, the dev server launcher has just completely disappeared off my computer. I cannot find it at all. I legitimately cannot find it. It was there like 2 minutes ago, and now it's gone.
Your computer is trying to tell you.
Yeah, the computer's trying to tell me that go away.
You're in too deep.
All right.
Sub, you wanted to be caught up on the patch. It sucks.
It's back.
Yep. Welcome everyone. Thank you very much for the raid. I hope you had a fantastic stream. Full overview. There you go. All right. It's back up. Apparently, it's back up. Let's started working for me. I'm disliking the lack of aircraft. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Each to their own. I think the weasels are cool, but the weasels are just in my opinion. Thank you, Benno, for sit straight. I mean, the other guys in chat can tell you how disappointed they are with other things, but
I've actually got a question about the weasel, the AA one. Where is it situated in the tech tree?
AA line?
Oh, obviously. I mean, after.
It is between the Gepard and the Flowerrock Panzer.
I really hope this patch shows
hold on. Are you talking
Ocelot.
about the missile one or the cannon one?
Missile. The cannon one I know will be before the Gepard.
I still don't have my login
not
bonus.
In the AA line.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't think.
Just for your reference, it is over here.
Okay.
So the Weasel 7.0 is directly below the Cougar Blitz, the AA version. The Weasel 1A2 with the the tow is directly below the sort of the ATGM vehicle list, or the tank destroyer. Yep, after the Rack Panzers, and the Ocelot is below the Gepard. So 2 of the Weasels are directly in the anti-air, and then one's in the tow.
So what I'm hearing is, depending on when the patch is and when the sale is, I may have to buy the first Florak Panzer before.
I mean, the thing is that we're supposed to have the sales soon at some point in time, and the update will probably come out around November 10th-ish, November 8th, November 6th. So, look, we're midway through this month. There's probably going to be another dev server at least. They're probably going to patch it earlier, actually. This is one of the weird patches where there's not a lot of content in it. There's 5 aircraft. They've completely screwed with the boomerang. I hate that. It's
one of these weird in-between patches.
Which means that the next patch, whenever that's going to be, is going to be even bigger. Maybe. I don't know. But this is the boomerang. It hurts me. It really hurts me. Like, they couldn't have gone and gotten a different thing altogether. Where is it? I'm looking for... Thank you very much for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, that's
welcome.
Yeah. Xmas is almost
So
the bigger than November one. Yeah, the Xmas patch is always bigger. I mean, that's what the boomerang looks like. It's kind of shite. It really is.
It almost feels like Gaijin is on like a 4-patch-a-year schedule, and then there's this random leftovers patch always between the August patch and the Christmas patch.
I want to research a specific thing. Let's go have a look at the chieftains, wasn't it? So we want to have a look at the dozers.
76.
I don't know.
Not on the server.
Again, there's a lot of content that is not on the server. That's the theme of this patch.
Several aircraft, a couple tanks that we know of, helicopter. There's a lot.
And it's not just non-substantial things. It's things that are actually interesting. That's the difference. So how much do I need for another chieftain? Again, I don't have any. I don't have my billions of GE that I normally do on the dev server because they just haven't given it to some of the creators. I think they've only given it to the bigger streamers or something. I just purchased one of those vehicles. Go away.
I mean, even during the stream, Oxy said it was kind of out of the blue for him.
Yeah, he said it was a very, very ad hoc, which is quite interesting when you think about it. This is actually earlier than normal for Gauge Entertainment. So
It is.
Order. No,
Well, they started the dev blogs and stuff like at a really weird time because they started them like on a Friday.
Yeah.
The issue I have is really the wages and the backup changes. That's what pisses me off the most. Because what are they doing? That they've been sitting there in the game for years. Why change them now?
What changed with those?
They're
They're putting
expiration now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so your battle wages and your backups and your universal backups now have an expiration date.
I can kind of understand it for like wagers and orders, like its motivation to like actually use them, but for backups it's stupid.
So look at this. So they now have 108 days on the Hero of the Sky wages. They haven't done anything with the universal backups yet. But I have a feeling that hasn't changed. They've specified in the dev patches. It's probably a glitch. Got it? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, with those, the ones you already have, they put a quote-unquote long timer on them. I guess that's like
correct.
A little under 4 months.
So I reckon when you get the vehicle or you get a backup timer, it'll be for 24 hours or it'll be for 36
two
hours.
days or something. Yeah.
Something like that. They didn't have to change this. They didn't have to change a bloody thing. I know people have got collections of these things. They're going to have to use them all up. I can't be bothered because they're just collecting dust. I tend to use my daily login bonuses occasionally, but really that's it. They've added the provision for the modification on the Chieftain for the dozer. There it is, the dozer blade. So let's go ahead and get all the modifications. More timers, it's lame as fuck. It is. It really is. Now, Oxy's done a lot. He works profusely with the developers. You guys don't know how much he fights in the background. You guys really have no clue. It's not really apparent. He now works in the marketing team, as far as I know. He assists Mike when he can, but he's mainly working on quality of life stuff and you know, making sure that creators and those who play the game are having a good time, right? Apparently he's also trying to figure out, because he's had such an immense amount of playtime, right? He's also, you know, communicating with the devs. Oh, I think this should be this or this should be that. So, you know, he's trying. He's dumb. He's, you know, I just don't understand. It's the type of patch that is 3 steps backwards. I've got to equip it. Wait, no. Why don't I put the dozer blade on it? All right, let's buy all the other modules.
When it looked on the dev stream, it looked like Mike had to like switch away to another nation and then come back to it. Like its model was a little glitchy.
Ah, yes, always have all the bugs. Right.
You know that's set 57 on the PT-76?
It's a ZSU.
By the way, if you haven't, guys, you don't know the other vehicles that are inside the patch, I'll show you those again just briefly, so that way we can have a look. And I'll go ask the other content creators what they think of the patch coming up. I'll switch over to that server and show you. But first of all, we have this machine, which is an LVT with a Bofors in it, which again is not present on the server, which again is an interesting vehicle. It is premium. It does have the premium tag on it, although the data miners are working hard, I presume. Is Gazabi nearly done yet? Because I want to see the other damning changes.
No. It's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
Probably gonna be a few hours.
We also have this thing, which is the Jaguar Gr1a, which again has the guided thingamadongs. What's the specific terminology for it? I don't know. What's difference? What's the difference between this one?
It's gonna have paveways, most likely.
Paveway missiles. Or ATGMs. What are the paveways?
They're bombs.
Laser guided bombs.
Okay, laser guided bombs. There you go. You've also got the Mi-28 NM, which is basically an attack helicopter, which again not present on the server. And because there is a new German premium PFM, basically, you have the Mig-21 Biz, which is an SAU version, which isn't in the game currently either. And then last but not least, there is this PT-7657, which at 7.0 with a 57mm gun, that's kind of crazy in a way.
It is the ZSU 57's gun.
Even so.
This is AU-220 though.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
But like, that's a specific gun that exists. And shipborne weapon, actually.
Alright, sorry about that.
I mean, just looking up very briefly, it's sort of also an AA weapon. Like, it's one of those dual-purpose 57s. Of course, that doesn't mean this will be able to, but you know.
Correct, yeah. I'm kind of curious if there is a keybind for the dozer blade. So let's go have a look.
You have to set it up.
What do I need to set up? Do you know?
In controls, it's the very bottom one.
Controls are
Outside
very
distance control.
bad one.
Entrenching.
Entrenching. Sign button. We're gonna have middle mouse button because that's just. I don't really want to do anything else. Okay, let's go for a bit of a test drive in this machine, shall we? I haven't experienced this. I don't own the AVRE, or also to show off that. You can see the PV 2 on the Jag Gr1, but apparently not load them.
Oh, Nate.
Yes?
The F4E did get walleyes.
Oh, it did? I
Yeah.
didn't see that when I was on it, unless that was why the server went down. They were
The
updated.
server fucking died because oops, walleye. I haven't restarted the game though, and it's the mod is there, but you can't put it on.
So you have to be completely stationary to deploy the dozer blade.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the
you
mod
can't
is
move
there.
while it deploys.
Okay, right. It's digging a hole. Right, and now we dig more of a hole. I want to dig more. You add more dirt to that. You can. I mean, to be fair, it kind of works. Right, let's put that up. Well, I've now dug myself a hole that I can't shoot over. So if I can push this out of the way. It just sort of turns to regular terrain. I wonder, you could bury a mouse or something with one of these, couldn't you?
There's a strict limit. There's a limit on how deep you can dig.
Yeah, you can go.
I think they said it's like 1.5 meters.
Yeah, you can go 1.5 down.
Meters down enough.
Yeah, you can pile the dirt 1.5 meters high. So theoretically,
Or you do
could
it like I
hide
did.
3 meters.
We could
Or
bury an
like I
L3.
did.
Bob
find
the
a crate or
Builder, can you fix it? Sorry, that's all I've got in my head right now. Space Pilot, thank you much for the Prime.
You know, interestingly, it doesn't seem to drag dirt backwards.
No,
Oh,
it
they
should.
removed the Mark 82 mod from the Phantom, from the F4E.
Is it stock? Or intertwined with another mod?
The Mark 82s?
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I think they're just not.
Did they
a
screw
thing
up the-
anymore.
They have
You
screwed
need
up
the
my controls.
M117 mod for it.
So, oh, shoot me, kill me. What do they call them? Kill me holes or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the maximum depth. Okay, we've reached the maximum depth already. See, I want to know if it'd be possible. Okay, you can't even climb it. would it be possible to dig out, like, a map like Poland or something, and go and just, you know, wipe shit across the map and just dig the map lower just because you can? Right? Imagine that. Well, let's raise the dozer blade. And that's kind of, that's kind of fun. Just kind of. What happens when you put the dozer on, like, a shore bank? Right, I want to see what that happens. Irrigate Poland, yes!
It doesn't let you dig into the river.
Only lets you dig into the soft ground?
No,
Okay.
it actually stops right before the river.
Let's see how far we can do this.
Yeah,
But
but it fills
my
with
but
water a little bit.
I want to dig in the sand,
My plan
though.
for the dev server was to try and move a body of water to the other side of a map.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Terraform.
There's the barrier. It doesn't move dirt backwards. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Come on. Nah, it stops. Oh. I am now digging the water. Not really. Nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing is happening.
I mean, there is water in your scoop.
That's about it, though. Yeah. I wonder if you can make water... You can't make water crossings deeper by doing this. That's kind of sad.
The Type 62 got smoke grenades.
Really?
Yeah, that's a little bit random.
Type
I think
62,
they're the
smoke
barrels.
grenades.
Yeah, the light tank. I think
Can
they're the barrels.
You
that
show the
destroy
Russian helo again for the second. No, not at the moment. A nice sound mound you have there, thank you. Hey, I finally got access to everything. Look at that, including the aviary. Mike, I know you're watching. Hello. Alright, Mig-21. We can also test some of the other things. Beautiful. So I didn't have to jiggy all that way. Fantastic. I want to have a look. So now what do we want to have a look at, boys? Chat, what do you want to have a look at? Hi, egg boy. Show us the T-72 dozer. Do I even have one of those?
Oh god. The Jag is getting top-mounted missiles.
I got the T-80 BVM. Will that work? Let's have a look at that. About time MGB watches your streams. He doesn't. I'm boring. Let's be honest here. T-80 doesn't have a dozer. Well, that's sad. No, it does.
Yeah.
Tiny little flap at the bottom there. It's.
Probably should have picked a different one so you can see a little better.
I know, but this is the only one that I have. Terrain deformation. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. How to smooth a road surface in War Thunder. Like, that's quite a smooth surface now that they've dug right there. Wonder if you could get rid of all dirt on the map and just for the sake of it. Dig. That's too much fun. I'm having too much. No, fun and War Thunder don't exist. I think it's hilarious Russia gets dozer blades to force them to use the non-existent reverse gear when flanked. So the T-80 have one. It has the bloody flaps on the front. I don't have any of the Russian vehicles. What other Russian vehicles have them?
By the terms? Oh, that's a pack. Never mind.
All of the T-72s.
Is GE
and
your
then
way
the
up?
T-64B onwards in that line.
Okay, we're gonna have to GA our way up. Okay, you're ready for this? This is gonna be fun.
Guys, we're about to see big whaling.
This is how you whale. Okay. No, I don't want to choose a crew. I want to research the next thing. Thank you. It's just what happens. You're just gonna have to purchase. Well, I have to purchase the previous model. Okay, we're gonna have to go do some fuckery. AIM-9L gets a shovel, does it?
What?
AML.
The AML-90. Yes, I said AIM-9L. I was like, yes, a missile gets bloody a dozer attachment. Fantastic.
No, the AML does not get it.
where people were saying that. Okay, purchase. No,
Well,
I have
it
to
has
purchase.
one. I think it
Built-in.
has one on the model, but it's not usable yet. Same as the STRV-103C. That cannot use.
Can I just
Exposer yet.
buy everything in the game and not have to crew it? Is that an option?
You don't have to crew it, no.
Yeah, I hate it when it pops up. It's like,
purchase it.
just have a research all button on the server. Come on. You give us 4 million GE. What am I going to do with it? I know. Shut up. 4 million GE. No one's ever going to get 4 million GE unless you're a CC. This is why I wish the dev server at least gave you 100,000 GE to play around with, and as a player. That way you'd find more bugs and things. Because I can't even purchase the next model. I'm just going around and boosting my way through everything because I don't even know where I need to go. Research.
You need the T-55 next.
Yes. Anti-dirt missiles confirmed.
64.
Please G yourself through the tree just for satisfaction. Why? Just gotta buy everything. You know, I have to do this every time the dev servers are open, right? I'll go get food while you buy everything. Yeah, see, this is boring. No one likes this. Couldn't you test drive the T-72? I could. That'd be easier.
Yeah.
Oh my god, George Jetson has a push button 20 times a day. It's just irritating. No, I'm just gonna go, what is it? Terms, this one. Test drive, yes. Screw that. So look, it has the dozer blade on the front. Okay. This has a dozer blade. It's... Is it modelled? It's not modelled. It's not even modelled. It doesn't even work.
Maybe it's not in this update.
Yep. Yeet. Invisible dozer blade. Oh, how fun. How fun. Alright. I don't even know what to say. It's like I don't even know it's up or down. That's what she said. There you go. That's a dozer blade. You know what it does? It deforms the ground. Now, let's make a crater with a bomb. Is anyone else,
Want to do a custom battle?
Yes. You guys on the server? No?
If you're able to open a custom battle with the current 0 health.
Oh, yes. Okay, I forgot. Where is it? Custom battles. Is the people... Okay, there are people open. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. If you guys got the dev server, come along. I just want to have a look. I want to see if we can bury a mouse, okay? Can we bury a mouse? Don't even have the other PDA. It was a Churchill. Yes, there was, except it was external loading. R3, don't copy and paste.
One? Or
I'm gonna make one, yeah. What map should we go? We'll go Poland, because that's just easy. Or is one of the new maps? Are the new maps on here yet?
Oh,
doesn't
they're
look
not.
like it.
Of course they're not. Finland, Mosdok. I don't know. What do you
Some
do?
with a lot of dirt.
Poland.
That would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but
Measure
Poland.
line.
You need it to be like
Oh,
dirt
Poland.
and like kind of moist or something.
Kind of moist. What kind
Yeah,
of...
For CNA.
Because you can't, so you can't dig in like concrete or like hardened areas, like near buildings and stuff.
Sansa cyanide is. Alright. No password,
That's
come
not
along.
Moist.
It is moist, it's dirt.
You know what moist is?
It's
Sand.
a desert.
Yeah. Yeah, and?
It's anti-moist.
Isn't the entire point of a desert?
Well, I
that
don't
is-
fucking...
is-
I don't...
No moist.
Shut up. Well, then you suggest a map then, you daft bastard.
Kid,
I don't remember what it was.
he said Poland.
Yeah, then I said Poland, then you told me off because Poland might not be moist enough. I was like, fuck you. Really?
You went the exact opposite.
Jesus. Go fields of Poland. No? Battle Poland. Battle Poland it shall be. Guys, come along. Session is up. Realistic battles. I'm going to bring out a mouse. Does anyone have a dozer blade or something to bury a mouse with? Any of you got AVREs or T72s or something like that? Come along.
I'm gonna bring a TU4 and a PA to bury a mouse.
Well, first we're gonna need to bomb just some random area. That's what we're gonna do first, and then we're going to go grab all the new things. All right. Where's the mouse? I'm just gonna put the mouse where? Where the fuck do I put my mouse?
Throw the weasels into your lineup just to have them.
I will put the weasels in as well. Oh, I don't have anime mouse. Sad. Or animu mouse, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, cool. Come along. The objective is for you guys to bury me and my mouse, alright? So, what we'll do is we'll lay a couple of craters down. Have I got all vehicles turned on? Have I got aircraft included? I think I do. And bury the bloody mouse. So what I'll do is I'll spawn on an ocelot. I'll see what that can do. And ready up, guys.
Try burying the ocelot just because it's smaller first, and then once they have practice.
Who the hell is tutorial _4?
Oh, that's a guy.
That's the War Thunder account.
Why did it randomly join? Mike, get out of here. Shoo.
I was like, wait, I've seen that one before.
Ha! It just joined this. Wow. I've never seen him before. I've never seen him at all. Oh no, that's it's Oxy, isn't it? What's Oxy doing?
Yeah, it's one of them. It's probably one of those like shared company accounts.
Oh, come on. Right, ready up, boys. We're gonna start.
Just start it. Don't have to worry about them.
Should try the ocelot. Yeah, we're gonna do the ocelot. So let's go out to the fields on the northern side. I'm gonna sit in a weasel, and you can come and just put craters in some of this region. Just bomb areas. You can bomb me a couple of times. We'll see if we can shoot down a P. Oh, it's night time.
Who likes
Why is it night battle? Return to hangar. Escape. We're going back. Boys, abort. There's no way in the hell am I doing a night battle. Abort. Get out. Gotta wait for the mission to end. Come on, out. I know I'm gonna wait for them to sort of imagine doing a night battle. I didn't mean to do it.
In custom battles, no.
It must be set. It must be set for No one wants to do night battles. No.
Bottom left, change mission.
You put time in your settings. Yes, I know. I'll wait for people to come out. Lamone, I'm waiting for you. Wait till the setting. I'm about to. I should just change to a different thing. Come on, boys. Turn a hanger. I'll start kicking people in a second. Alright, kick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. I'm very, very, very sorry. Spartans. Right. And wolf feet kick. Okay. Change mission. Wait until the settings at the end of the battle. God damn it. Why?
Open a new one.
Let's go day. There we go. That's easier. Right. Ready. And to battle. All the servers are busy. What? What shite is this? All the servers are busy. Did you know that the servers are busy, guys? Oh, well, I don't think we're testing this today. Oh, no. Okay, there we go.
Are running.
Get the Gaijin people to delete one of the other servers.
That's right.
Okay, go call back tutorial 4.
Go back to tutorial 3.
No, unironically, I don't think I've completed all the tutorials.
I don't think I have either. Alright, guys, we're going to go. Which one? Ocelot, yes. I'm going to come into the middle of this section at B4 over here. And if you can, spawn on your bombers, on your big things with bombs. We'll see how you're getting
die, right?
Yeah, I've realised this. But the thing is, we want to go bury a mouse. So once they've done their bombing run, okay, then... Oh my goodness me, the radar on this thing. What on the... It folds out of the way! going. We spawned like 10 miles away. That's fine. We can sit here and wait for a while. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Atomic, have you actually tested this yet? 6 AM getting scammed by this man. Where's the open bit of this field? Just up ahead. Where are you, Eli? Oh, I think I see one.
Inbound. Where's my dry color smoke?
Just make bomb craters, boys. I want to see. Is there? That's not a crater. I want to see craters in the middle of this field.
I'm gonna dig a trench.
Yes, you do that. Turn my radar off. It's ridiculous. Alt X. Come on, why is it not letting me fire on this guy? There it goes. That's the anti-air weasel, everybody.
Ow.
Critical hit. What are you in? Oh, okay, I see.
It didn't
Right.
give a shit. It
Oh,
literally
drop the bloody bomb, please.
What?
Have you dropped a bomb?
I'll be honest, I'm surprised the stinger hit.
Okay, there is no crater here yet. Unfortunately, Eli just bombed the living daylights of an atomic dude. Is that the only crater we got? Is that it? That's like tiny.
bombs didn't-
Maybe there's a select area or region we can't. Ooh, rip. Maybe there's a select area we can only do.
Yeah, no, you can only do it in specific places.
So where are the specific places then? Which is kind of like it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know where it is.
I mean, you'd think that whole field would apply.
It should apply.
I feel like I can see my bomb craters. 'Cause I should be
Now
able to-
that is a bomb crater. Okay, thanks, Lamone. Thank you. Right, time to go drive this bastard. And guys, spawn in your ATGM tank, or not your ATGM tanks, your dozer blades, and we're gonna see if we can bury the mouse. It will take me 60 years to get over to the crater, but we'll get there. Ah, yes, War Thunder, the proper esports ready experience.
We'll get there when you get there.
Exactly. What happened to Justin's stream? He ended early, Task Force. You're more than welcome to stay, but if you don't like rambling and ranting, then that's fine. Oh god.
Whoops, gunners are on. Sorry.
Boom, 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 boom. That was kind of nice.
Now they're off.
Alright.
Did
Have
that
you-
make craters?
Yeah, that kind of did it, like made splash damage craters.
I know this isn't a dispatch thing, but explosions do look good.
Yeah, new powers explosions, yes. Oh, come on, it's gonna take 70 years. Hello, Zucker.
Okay, so I'm getting reports you can bomb near the river of what map was that? Maginot.
Bomb near the river of Maginot.
Yes. And it will make craters that water will flow into.
Oh.
Therefore, we can move a body of water.
Technically.
The town in the middle of Maginot. Change
No,
the side of the
you
river
can't.
itself.
Ah, John,
You can't
hello.
bomb-
I'm guessing you're sick of this patch as well. John, tell me your opinion on what do you think of this patch so far, hey? How you going? Hi everyone, I'm Ash. I mean, you and Justin rating me is quite ironic. Hi. Hold on. Oh dear. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join my Discord channel. Let me show you your opinion. Oh, he's going to show me my opinion. His opinion. Yes. Words. I'm going to try and bury this mouse. So where's that crater?
Oh, Twitch clip. Yay.
Oh, okay. War Thunder's new update. Okay. Well, while we're just trundling along, let me get this thing going, okay? Thanks, John. Oh yeah, that's right. What's he done?
Excellent bombing. 10 out of 10.
What a...
Precision is impressive.
War Thunder Fun, what is this? Yeah. That's good. That's gold. I wish you hadn't sent me that. Oh, bloody Nora. I did. Yeah, welcome to update cock and balls.
Cock breaking.
Yeah, update game breaking.
More
Oh,
like cock
Christ.
Ball busting.
Mega nut. Look, it's even, they've even gone so far as to make the hair follicles on the nut. They're really dedicated to their craft. Look at I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Where did we end up? Are we still driving? We've driven too far. The thing was back this way. Did it with an update CBT coming to channels near you. Ah, boy. Come on. Right, I gotta reverse up and we're gonna park this bloody thing. Oh, that's so good. Mate, thank you for showing me that, John. I appreciate it. The rest of this patch is kind of just depressing, and you've just made that like 1,000 times better, so thank you. Really, it goes just as fast backwards. Yeah. Oh, man. That's made my day. That's not a very big crater. That's like tiny. Aha, look, new feature, crater, haha, berry mouse, haha. Oh my goodness. I don't think he'd be able to bury a mouse, would he? Like atomic dude's over there, like doing the thing. At depth limit. Okay, so it's only like a few meters. Oh, fuck. Why depressing? Boomerang got an updated model. Do you know that updated model is completely and utterly wrong, right? Bonk.
Oh no, not again.
I can't even penetrate you, Eli. Ash, bury the L3. Ah, no, but I wanted to bury the mouse. Someone said bury the mouse like 2 days ago, and I was like, yo, let's do it. And I can't be bothered. You know what? Fuck this thing. Fuck it. Oh, bloody John, I wish you hadn't shown me that now. I want to go, now my objective in life is to build massive dicks in the desert. Right? that's my objective in life. Fuck. But yeah, what's wrong with the boomerangs, okay? I went over this earlier. We said this earlier in the stream. This is going to get uploaded to YouTube. I'm just going to put the whole entire VOD up there. But this is wrong. This is wrong. This is not what a boomerang looks like. Yes, they are historically not accurate. I hate it. They're wrong. Wrong color. Everything's wrong about them. The roundel, the text. They, by the way, still have their civilian registration under here, which says VHMHR, which is Suzy Q, which is an aircraft that I've worked on. By the way, if you haven't seen my setup tour video, I've actually got a spark plug from VHR, so VH is the Australia code for civilian registration. MHR is the designation of the aircraft, and it doesn't look like a boomerang at all. Where is content creation? My hard drive has now just is working. Give me a second. Why did it open like 6 new windows of the same thing? Okay, I'll show you what a boomerang actually looks like. Okay, chat? This is what a boomerang looks like. You notice the green. Do you notice something here? Two-tone paint, nice, clean. You know, it is quite modern, you know, for what it was back in the day. I did a case study on several of the boomerang aircraft, right? And what it would look like, and I just had a bit of a play around with a bunch of colours. Now that's what it would be if it was a racing aircraft, and this is what it would be if it was a New Zealand training aircraft. Ultimately, right, you don't necessarily get that kind of vibe from something that looks like this. It's just stupid. Utterly, it's ridiculous. Right? I'm going to remind you that Suzy Q looks like this. It's a dark tone aircraft, right? Even the other historical models, this is a historical model with a historical camouflage on it. That green is quite nice. Yet, what do we get? We get something that looks like this. I'm not, you know, I'm picking at straws. I get that, but I'm just not happy with this. It looks nicer, but that's about it. Anyway. CAC and cockers as such is the life. Yeah, I know. Oh dear. Guys, that's all the new content on the patch, right? We don't know about if there's anything else. Is there anything else interesting to look at? Not really. There's a bunch of tanks and a bunch of ships, really. We've got new helicopters and things. These are things that aren't on the server. We've already had a look at these briefly. But again, these are the interesting things, and then there's this French, like, LVT as well. Just disappointed. I'm very disappointed. You look at the Vigan. I did have a look at the Vigan. But why is there a point to looking at it when it's, you know, it's just a thing, right? It's just a ground attack version of the Vigan, right? I don't think there's any point to you playing this unless you just load it up with bombs. Next battle pass vehicle. Oh yeah, John. Although, shout out to myself, I did do a video on that stating what could be coming as a battle pass vehicle. You know, you can go have a look at that on the YouTubes.
Yeah, we went through the.
We did this. We've
like
done this
CDK,
already.
yeah.
I went and had a look at some things, and where is it?
Lamone was just pointing out that Sub did find a screenshot of the Gr1a with its overwing hardpoints for missiles.
Yes. What with its what missiles? Harpoons?
Overwing missiles.
Oh, the cursed canard type like missiles.
Yeah.
No, bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Bad. Very, very, very bad. Australian internet go. Yeah, John, I need your help. I don't know how to do streaming proficiently. I just hit a button and it goes live to the internet, right? That's what happens. And I like your stream because it's got all these fancy things, and all I've got, I tell you what, all I've got is this, and then a AFK screen, and then that's it. That's all I've got. It's very basic, like incredibly basic. G'day. Actually, hold on. This is what War Thunder looks like upside down. Yeah. G'day. Well, what else do you want? It's very in your face, isn't it? G'day. That's it. What else do you need to say? If you look for the Jaguar and the Brit's modification tabs against the bombs, but you can't send the weapons. Yes.
Yeah, I believe
we are well aware.
Those bombs are going to be on the Jaguar Gr1a, most likely.
Modifications. Where are they? What's it called? This thing.
Yeah.
13 whatevers, or are they something else?
They are Paveway 2 bombs, I believe. They are not properly implemented.
Yeah, there they are. Previous tier. You can't see them at all. Woohoo.
No.
And they're not in the modifications tree, despite it being on the other Jaguar.
I don't think there's even a model for them in the CDK right now. I checked earlier.
Would be interesting to see you play upside down. Why? Why? But why though?
But
Because haha haha Australia joke, yeah. Like what?
There
What would I
are
do?
2 MiGs that aren't on the dev server.
Ha 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 ha! Australia mode. Good joke. Funny.
Oh, yeah, the
One there's a
23.
model of.
Yeah. Welcome to the dev server, everybody. This is the upside down land. By the way, this is a new visual model for the flight model. But damage model thing, visual model thing. We're gonna go drive a weasel now, and I'm gonna show you what a weasel looks like, and vice versa. Right? Okay. And then I'll show you what a dozer looks like, and haha Australia. Oh wow, what a fantastic looking vehicle, isn't it? Fantastic. Wow, weasel. Ha 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 ha.
How do those Australians hold on to the underside of
Mate, we have a ground tether. It just works. Like, it looks and sounds the same and everything. It's great. Wow. I'm totally not playing it in upside down land. Oh, what's that ITP-1 doing upside down? Silly tank. Well, I'm out of ammo. Guess I'm gonna have to go kill myself. My brain hurts. This is content. This is what you wanted. Someone wanted me to play War Thunder Upside Down, so I'm playing War Thunder Upside Down. This is what you asked for. You get what you receive.
People demand.
Exactly. Wait, why does it make a squeaking noise when fired? Is that something that toes have always made?
It is a weasel.
Oh, yeah.
So
No, so I'm just gonna turn this up, like, definitely loud. It's like a squeak. What? Why is that a feature?
The sound is
Weird
of the
life hack.
like
If it's
the,
that on a weasel, it's the same sound.
it's for the like spool of wire that follows the tow.
Aha.
At least that's my understanding.
Which,
of
is there a cutoff point when the missile gets fired that the stops are...
yeah, it's like the detonation point. I think it's like 3 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers.
Why would you... firing a wire at 3 kilometers, so that sounds kind of like annoying.
Yeah, that's why tow missiles are like, they're optically tracking, but they have like wire with them.
yeah,
It's weird.
so the launcher tracks the missile optically, but then it sends the commands to the missile down the wire, I believe.
Whoops, that's not how I did it. Shit. Fuck. That's how do I reset transform? No. How do I do this? OBS, you're fucking stupid. Transform, and then it's fit to screen, isn't it? There we go. Look at that. We're professional. We're professional. It's fine. We got this. Welcome to the right way up. A PT-76 with a modern 57 at 7.0 with a 5-second reload kick. Yeah, well, that's what it is. Alright, let's go test out the Ocelot briefly. We didn't really get... We got to shoot Eli once while digging a hole. But yeah, we've been going for an hour. We've basically covered all of the content.
Yeah, this has a new stinger that actually has a proxy fuse.
Come on.
Yep.
What? How did I
Most
not
notable
fire?
thing in the entire
It didn't
pack,
fire. The
Biggin has tracers.
Oh damn.
It didn't fucking fire when I clicked the button. There it goes. You're a bit late, game. I'm surprised if that'll actually hit. Oh, it did. Aircraft destroyed. Well, there you go. That's an anti-air weasel.
Stinger that actually works, that's illegal.
Ah, the Type 93 should be fun now. That's all I'm saying.
So I did look at the helicopters, and they did not put this stinger on them. They still have basically a very first generation stinger.
I forgot what I was going to have a look at next. I've completely mentally blanked. I suppose that's just this patch in a nutshell, hey? We have the ZLT, which I'd like very much. The Italian... Oh yeah, we haven't had a look at the Italian thing. It's really just an upgrade of the...
lettuce and tomato.
Zinger lettuce and tomato, or Zaken or whatever. What is this? 10.0. Oh, because it's actually an Italian IFE that has a somewhat standard gun. Look at that. Toes and a 30mm. Nice. Cool.
Yeah,
It's a
it has a
No
mean gun.
thermistor.
an Italian... What?
Yes.
Why is it got no thermals at 10.0?
Yet.
Does it camouflage?
Doesn't the commander side have thermos?
Ah.
IRL.
I wouldn't know. Toe 2B. What's the ammunition like? GIT. 30mm, 100 mils penetration. Look, at top tier, you won't need that much because it's all kinetic. That's pretty cool. Unlike the previous variant, which is also pretty cool, but like not very cool at the same time. There you go. We've covered everything. I hate to tell you, but this is going up on YouTube, so yeah, go subscribe there. I wish Flip Stark still played War Thunder just for devlogs. He wouldn't really do that either. Like, Naval's changed a considerable amount. Arnate was here. I think he disappeared to go do something.
Oh, no, I'm here.
You are here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been talking to you.
Have you? So out of it today. I'm sorry. I'm dead. I'm literally dead inside.
Yeah, my opinions on Naval for this patch. The Tiger is the typical copy of an existing tech tree vehicle premium. The Marlboro is something much needed for Britain, and the mature fire is too slow. And PT-174 or whatever is under-tiered. It's basically the summary of Naval.
And John's summary of this patch basically sums up my opinion as well. It is 5 in the morning, you're correct. I should have made a video, but this will go up on YouTube as is. So if you want to check out over there, go over there. Otherwise, we're going to go host another channel. Let's see who else is live. You know what? Go and... actually, we'll wait another couple of minutes because he's only just started. What I'll do is I'll go ask a couple of other content creators before they leave and disappear what their opinion of the patches, and then we'll end up. So, disappear to the content creator Discord.
They could have that panther that had it.
Hello, boys.
Oh, look, it's Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hi, how you going? I come to ask your opinion of this said patch.
Yes.
Yes?
Kind of interesting. Probably going to be game breaking.
Game breaking, yeah.
We tried everything with the new thingies. I don't know how you call it. Schaufel.
I shouldn't say game breaking. I should say clunky.
What is the name of Schaufel in English?
I don't know. You're German. You figure it out.
What are you talking about?
Later, Ash, I got to leave for work.
The dick thingies.
The dick thingies.
I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shovel,
Anyway,
shovel.
I came to digging things. Shovel, yes.
Shovels, spades, dozers.
The bulldozer.
Well,
I mean,
Bravo.
John had a fantastic clip on his stream today. Someone built a penis in the middle of the desert.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was us actually.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it was. I think it's funny.
If you scroll up, you see we actually dug the entire Sinai full with dicks.
Okay, have you got a screenshot you can give me so I can show the 200 people that are sitting here?
Do I have one?
Do you have one? Or is it in partner chat somewhere?
Sadly. I don't, sadly. Oh, there we go.
Ah, there he is. It's even in thermal.
Nexus posted one.
In where?
In Thunder Chat.
Hey, give me a second. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys have been busy.
This one and this one is the best in thermal.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would totally play War Thunder just for the dick gameplay. What are you guys doing?
Real War Thunder matches aren't going to be like actual matches anymore. Everyone's just going to be drawing dicks.
I mean, to be fair, who doesn't want to just draw a dick in the sand? That sounds... Ah, yes, the ancient gods are looking upon us and someone who goes flying along. Ah, yeah, fun times. Anything other breaking otherwise, or are you guys good?
You can fall through the map if you put a P8 bomb in the ice on Stalingrad, and you have like a smaller vehicle,
Oh.
like the Type 93, you can just fall through the ground, I guess.
Oh.
You can
not
make a
that
mass
wrong,
grave
but-
on the river in Berlin, the little river that runs through.
I've heard you can flood one of the holes in Maginot Line with one of the P8 bombs as well by making a crater.
Wait, and you get the kill, isn't it?
No. You
Like
can
if someone drowns in there.
yes, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
That's
I think it would just
epic.
be counted as an environmental kill.
But didn't someone get the kill? Didn't someone get like you guys were streaming it before?
I think they did, but like he
And-
bumped into him or something, and it did
Oh.
damage. That might have been why.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, so now we can but why Gaijin didn't give us able to be able to
Oh
turn on
dear.
the lights on tanks? Like this would be cool on the night maps.
All right. Well, you got any other opinions? What is bad? What is good?
The German lights look cool.
That's it. Nothing
The
else.
British got something weird.
Did they?
The
Fantastic.
British flag is like an R3. And the Weasel as well.
It's not really an R3 though. It's kind of shit driving around.
There's one really good change that I've been wanting in a while for at least top tier, which is the spawns being set back farther. So the second you spawn, you don't have someone just firing missiles at you, and just getting spawn camped essentially.
So what else is bad? Yes, you can actually, if you bomb with a P8 into a spawn, you can literally make a crate and people can't get out of it.
So in someone's spawn. If
Yeah,
you
World War
P8
II
someone's
tanks
spawn.
have some of them. Yeah, some of them
yes,
have
because of
trouble getting
course
out,
the
especially
the
heavy tanks.
traction. I forgot because traction doesn't mean anything in War Thunder. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Like they didn't change traction yet.
No, and they're introducing
It
bomb
doesn't seem
craters.
to be different.
Oh,
Hopefully, there's a spawn protection zone in some of those areas.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, well, thank you very much for your opinions. I'm going to disappear back to my server.
See ya.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much love to the boys here. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Welcome back.
Okay.
Why is it not surprising that everybody
I'm
just
going to
enjoyed
watch
it?
this clip again just because this is too funny.
The F7F, the F7F, and the later model P38s got late belts for their 50.
I don't care about the belts. All I want to do is draw dicks in the sand. Oh, it's too funny. Oh, it's too good.
Literally every War Thunder match 7.0 and up gonna be like
Dick.
We could dig our tanks in. I love it, John. Oh,
That's how the game works now. You have a 4-man squad of people playing like 4-3 Russia, and your only goal is to get 4 P8s to just draw a dick in the enemy spawn.
the first one to draw the dick in the enemy spawn wins.
That's too good. Why? I can't get over that clip. This is gold. Oh yes, War Thunder. We can dig everything. I'm sorry I've showed you this like 3 times, guys. I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you very much for joining. This is the War Thunder patch. If you don't want to know anything else, there are other people who've covered it a lot better. I'm not going to do a video on this one. Any other final words, boys? Dick. All right, that's a good thing to end. All right, say hello to Drifty for me. Tell him he's a furry. Go on, everyone. I want everyone to tell Drifty he is a furry. Can you do that for me? Just annoy the living shit out of him, right? Other than that, this will be a video on YouTube, and it's probably going to get demonetized. Either way.